Hello, folks. My name is Fuego General, and welcome back to the SCPF Podcast. I'm here always with Vic, and we have two guests with us today. Glitch,
Hello.
Glitch Writer, owner of ARF Codex, and Ferd, owner of Big Dick Artemis. Anyway, let's get this started.
Wow.
Well, it's off. Like
There's a female in here. She does not respect that behavior. Please say sorry.
I don't give a shit, honestly. I've heard a lot fucking worse.
Anyway, but let's go in depth on your guys' experience, what you do in the genre. Go. Let's start with Glitch. What do you guys do?
Please start with Ferd.
Okay, Ferd, what do you do?
Okay. So I started out in the genre back in I'd say around 2014, 2013. And Boyed's SCPF. Yeah, you've heard Boyed, right? Bagel.
Wait, sounds familiar.
Yeah. I started out in that, and then I moved on to like other SCPFs that you might be more familiar with, like L-Torque, who else? And Creepy Sins. I was in Creepy Sins for like a hot second.
Everyone was.
Before I made Artemis was what was it? Say Delta. And that was when Snatch Up owned it.
Wow.
Wait, it was owned by someone else?
Yeah, you don't know that?
No, I thought only
Old
God. Oh, shit. Damn.
It was Old God, Snatch Up, Whelp Nathan, and Stephen McLeod.
All right.
Wow.
All right. Didn't know that. Thought it was just Oh God the entire time.
Huh. And I started out Artemis back in February, right after I left my Halo group to my co-owner. And ever since then, it's been going. It's been kicking.
Well, that's good. All right, nice. Good intro there. Good intro. Good experience.
Been around.
Definitely before me because I was expecting you like 2016, 2017 because
Nah, I've been around.
that's usually all right. That's actually pretty neat.
There you go.
Pog. All right, now now on to the next guest's portfolio, you could say. Glitch.
Hello, my name is Glitch Dahmer. That's not funny. Can I please speak?
It's not.
Thank
yes.
you.
Yeah.
So I've joined the genre in 2020. My first SCPF I joined in 2021. It was Side Olympus. Stolen copy from ARC 478.
Oh God.
Owner was your Formicide or your Leviathan. So I started off as a ST, and I was just like chilling, making friends, and then as time went on, some corrupted shit happened, and he decided to shut down his group. And around February of 2022, I decided to open up a chill SCPF called ARF Codex with a friend group. Keep in mind, this was not public. It was meant to be a friend group. But when I started building up funds and more people started to join, I decided to make it a full-time SCPF where I focus on what the community wants instead of what I want. And here we are now. It's like Ferd said, his is booming as well as mine's booming. And yeah.
Nice. Definitely your models are booming as well. Freaking your 682 model. Whew.
Yeah, my goal in the genre, I want to bring high quality SCP models to the genre so we can like implement like horror. So when people play my game, they get somewhat scared, as you could say, since it's like an FPS. And I feel like the whole FPS turn within an SCP Foundation would be cool to provide immersive gameplay and like you can hear footsteps, like hearing SCPs coming around the corner, jump scaring you. That would be pretty cool.
All right.
Scare the shit out of people.
Yeah. Okay.
So when you
Go ahead, Vic. Sorry.
So, like, when you say FPS, is it permanently locked to FPS? Like, not just gun system being FPS, you are permanently locked into a first-person view.
So for now, yes. If an anomaly actor does play, they're gonna be in third person because they want to see their SCP in like full body.
Mm.
But other people, they're gonna be FPS until we decide to do like a hybrid. So third person and FPS POV. The gun system, however, for now is gonna stick to FPS.
Okay. Yeah, it's easier that way because trying to have a hybrid gun system is just an uphill battle development wise. It would
Double
seem.
Yeah.
animations, double the scripting, pain in the ass.
Well, not really. It's just really
Really?
the viewport animation for FPS. It's the only animation for FPS.
Gotcha. Again, I'm compared to you
Yeah.
two. You probably know more about development stuff than me because I'm over here like, yes, block equals everything blocks not good. Mesh and block
Nah,
better.
bro.
That's
I am a
it.
bonehead when it comes to development.
Really?
Yes. I only know how to just fucking build and texture and sometimes GFX, but that's as far as it goes.
I mean, that's
I
better than
don't
most
script
people
any
can
of
say.
it.
Yeah, better than me because all I know is how to place a brick down and put stuff around.
Fuck, I don't even know how to do that.
Damn.
I'm uh,
Nice.
I'm just a graphic designer. I learned logos. I'm still learning. That's what I want to
guess who
pursue
taught
in my
that?
life. What?
Guess who
Shut
taught
up!
you
You
that?
never taught me that. Shut up.
So this is something I'm curious about because I'm like, huh. So do you two like know each other from another group or something? Like, what going
I
on
know this
there?
guy IRL. We used to go to Starbucks. I bought him a
Yeah,
mocha
we've met
frappuccino.
IRL.
Wait, for real?
Yeah.
Yeah, we met
bro,
IRL.
bro, already a better relationship than most people in the genre. I'ma be honest. Like,
Yeah,
holy,
we got into a fight back in 2016. I decked him in the face like once. He decked me in the face like once, and then yeah, that's basically it.
okay, but at least.
He's a lot shorter than you can imagine.
All
I'm
right.
not 5'4". Please don't expose my height.
Oh,
I
oh, unfortunate.
I wasn't expecting that because most people in the genre they're like, oh yeah, I know this owner. It's like, yeah, I just know him from like another group, but actual. All right.
Please don't get your hopes up. This was a lie.
Oh, was it?
Oh,
Is it a lie?
Yeah.
oh
Wow.
my fucking
You know
God.
what? Fuck that.
Oh no, he's
Oh,
standing up.
oh God! All
Oh,
right,
no.
I'm in
What?
free
Yeah, you
cam.
want to go? You want to go?
All right, fucking Christ.
Go.
I look. If you can't tell from me, I'm not very well at taking jokes at points. Sorry if I'm like very stupid on that part, but
You're fine.
Honestly, I believed it until we said,
wouldn't doubt it.
I genuinely
Shut.
thought you two fuckers decked each other,
You what?
Decked each other.
What?
Okay, I heard something else, but okay.
What?
My
I'm
ears
trying
are
to,
not
but
good.
no.
I'm
Well,
old.
no, we're not gonna ask what you thought I said.
Yeah,
It's
no,
best.
don't.
It's best on if you
No,
Hallelujah.
we didn't fight.
God
No.
bless.
But no, you said
Oh, man.
as
Ferd,
well.
you
You
want to
wanted
get
to
on
bring.
Overwatch 2 right now?
Oh.
Dude, I can't even run a fucking game with Roblox open.
Are you serious?
Who the fuck
Yeah.
can? Like, whenever I open Minecraft and Roblox, it doesn't go well. Like, FPS drops heavily. Jesus.
Roblox is a shit show for performance.
Oh, yeah.
From what I've been told, it only uses one of your
The
cores, even
Roblox
if you have like
engine
12.
over the past couple months has actually been improving quite well. With a
Fuck.
game like Artemis and Codex, you'd expect the game to lag, but it runs pretty well on low-end devices and computers too. It's pretty amazing how far Roblox has gone with like progressing the like technology and servers and all that, you know?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay. That gets me
Well-
hopeful because there are points where I'm like, this seems a bit too big. Like, who's gonna be able to run this? Because,
Yeah.
like, let's say you want to get a mobile audience so you can get more players. Will they be able to run it? Will it be optimized for mobile? All that stuff.
Right. Yeah. And my view on like mobile players is like it's split because they can do this but they can't do that, and they're secluded from the majority of what PC players can experience. PC players, they can apply to like apartments, they can apply for security levels. Well, phone people on phone can only play as a Class D. Sure, they can apply, but that's as far as it goes because if they go to like tryouts for SD or MTF,
Oh,
they're not going to get in because they're on mobile.
They're gonna get dunked on entirely.
Yeah.
Unless they have like one of those devices where it's like they have like the joysticks on the phone. Have you seen these like add-ons for it?
I've heard of iPad cases with like a keyboard, so like it props up the iPad and just like makes it kicks it up in front of the keyboard. I've had one in the past
Oh.
before, actually.
Isn't
It really relies on Bluetooth.
Yeah, hold on.
Pretty cool.
Isn't
I
that
don't think
basically
it,
a
I don't think
PC
it
at that
works
point,
with like
Basically,
yeah.
Like, it's a downsized PC at that point. So
Bro,
Hey.
this sandwich is bussin'.
oh boy, what sandwich
Oh
you
my
got,
God.
bro?
I got a shawarma. I don't know if anybody knows what that is, but inside we can locate chicken, tomato, lettuce, and jalapeno. And boy, this shit's spicy. Ah,
It is.
He's
Man,
good there.
if you can't take jalapeno, bro, get out of the kitchen for real.
sorry, I'm not. I take jalapeno. Yes, yes.
My spice tolerance is like really low. It's
Man,
really.
I don't know. I know
I
about
can
mine.
most I can handle sriracha.
You can have okay.
The most.
meanwhile,
You
I'm
know,
over here putting sriracha
I'd
in
say
everything.
I'd say a lot of things right now, but I want to be respectful, and I'm not gonna bring up that word
Please don't.
because I'll get canceled.
Oh boy. So there's a clear.
He's gonna get canceled by a 52-member SCP group.
Yep. Yep. Honestly, I'm just doing this podcast for my channel. I'm not really relying it to be, oh yeah, one group focused. Nah. I'm just going around people being like,
Bro,
hey,
Which we
one,
should have got that Helios owner in here.
uh,
That
four
guy,
four people is the most I'm willing to put on this podcast. I'll only go
Moving on
above.
podcast.
I'll only go above if it's like a season finale or it's like, hey, it would be
Bro.
cool. This all works out.
You should make like a boardroom in this game with like 10 tables or some shit or like 12. Have you and Victorious sit across from each other and like different
No 5
SCP
council meeting.
administrators on each
God,
side.
I don't think that would work. I think a majority of them would be like, nah, I ain't coming to that shit.
Or it would turn like SCP Tribune, where everybody basically cussed each other out, and
I
there was
don't
no
want
like.
that. Like, holy.
That was chaotic.
Yeah. So, to those listening to the podcast, bit of context here. There was a Discord called the SCPF Tribunal, which, what was his name? Cody Sins, right?
Cody Sins, Bella Hui, and who was the third person?
I don't know, but all I know is that they brought a bunch of owners into the Discord from specifically the Deer from Paragon, BlueCon X,
Waffles.
oh god, yes, Waffles, like all these big names in the genre. For the first like 20 minutes to 30 minutes, it was going all right. Then Parapet and Chris Riker came in, right? I don't, and oh my god, it went downhill so fast. I'm thinking
'Cause
back
Cody-
on it. It was horrible. Oh my god.
Because Cody decided to bring up Riker Deep State, cussed him out, and they were having like a beef. And then at one point, I think Ferd and Verdun were beefing as well.
Yeah,
That
and
was me and oh god.
oh god, yeah, and I think Dax Renta was in there too.
but Ferd, not Ferd. No, wait, no.
Yeah.
So Blue was the only sensible one in that entire conversation who just dipped. Like, on God. And that's why he left the genre. That VC entirely killed his perspective on the genre. And I don't blame him.
Yeah. I mean, I don't blame him.
No.
It was just
Yeah.
Jesus.
I think he got a lot of following out of that because, like, he was the only owner that was like, yo, this is stupid. And everyone's like, Pikachu face,
Look
shocked.
at him now. Look at BlueCon now. He has a 10K member group, Centum Laboratory. Please, everybody who's watching this podcast, join Centum Laboratory. Yeah, he has a pretty banging project, and props to him. W BlueCon.
For real.
I'm really happy for him.
Same.
Oh yeah.
He went, like, he does what most SCPF owners are afraid to do, move on from the genre. I'm not saying because like at a certain point when you're an owner, that I've noticed is like they either leave or they forcefully keep the group going. They don't consider changing it or they don't consider making a new project because it's like they would lose people. They fear of losing people,
Right.
all that, and it's like, man.
Yeah, and I had that same feeling too when I ran Halo. I was like the only big fish. I ran the largest UNSC in the Halo genre, and it just felt more like a duty to keep that group up rather than, passion to keep that group up. Maybe when, I didn't involve business, I had fun, but then when I involved, business aspect, I brought in people like do shit for me. It started to lose that like, passion I had for that project. Some of my members were in my UNSC group. They could tell you, oh, first year and a half that Ferd had UNSC, it was really fun, and then towards the end it started dying down.
Yeah. And that's where that whole business v passion comes in, which is a whole dismay of a conversation because everyone's going to feel that at some point, regardless. Even if you're like an HR, you'll feel like, yeah, I'm just part of a system. I'm not having fun anymore. That's why most of them discharge or they just forcibly stay there because, like, this is a big group. I don't want to leave. I don't want this. Like, people just don't think for
And
themselves.
yeah, and partially due to that fact is because the owner isn't really connected with his community. If you were like, join VCs daily, do this and that with your community, then maybe your community would be more inclined to stay rather than, as you said, be a part of the system.
Hmm.
Mm.
Yeah, it just needs to be a game. That's it.
Yeah.
Right.
The many conversations we've had on that, Vic. Oh boy.
Go over many
Oh boy.
conversations. Yeah, about especially in SCPFs.
Good.
People need to realize it needs to be a game first rather than a group.
Hmm. Glitch over here. Glitch over here is just vibing with a freaking sandwich.
Yeah, bro, I'm almost done. Don't worry. Wait, actually, I need to go get water. I'll be back.
I
Oh my god.
Yeah, just leave me here alone.
God.
Yeah, it's
But
fine.
that whole
How?
Okay, I'm
group and
back.
game conversation, I'll get on that for a second.
Now,
Because
s-
not everyone's situation's the same. You know, some people might be coming to this genre with like a closed mindset where, oh, I'm just going to create a group and buy like a site, right? Those oftentimes die out. But if it's like a long-term project like Codex and Artemis, then you want to balance out building a game and you building a group. You've seen Codex, they've done an amazing job setting up their administration. Um, Artemis, my HRs, they've been setting up my administration. It's really a balance depending on like what your situation is.
or what you need to focus on primarily.
Yeah, because you just don't want to leave a Discord there and just like not do anything, right? Because if you're just only gonna send out sneak peeks and like nothing else about like site security or security department, MTF, then the group's just gonna like be there just to die, and then you're just gonna have to get those members back eventually, right?
Yeah, that's kind of what I have to go with when it comes to Nikolai, because I can't put interest into V1 because there's nothing on V1 we can update. Even if we do try to update it, it's just not going to work because so much unoptimization with it, too many hands on it prior, making it confusing to work with. Like all these situations, and it's like I might as well just build my members back up from the ground up when the time comes and just focus on development.
Mm.
It
Right.
it's
What
a win or lose
what I'm
situation.
uh, yeah, what I'm doing right now is just trying to sustain the member count I have right now, the activity I have right now. Um, because it really it solidifies that I know that my launch is going to be successful. There's nothing going to go wrong. I won't have to go back and like get these members back and say, oh guys, Artemis is launching again, and have, eventually DM them. But you know I really want to sustain the member count I have right now and wait until launch.
And you're doing pretty good at that because you got people looking at your security, your task forces, your other departments. Like for example, your security, good work. Honestly, your
Dude,
structure is
I
the best I've
yeah,
seen.
my security director, Catonius, he went off, bro.
Yeah.
He's crazy. Before
Shit.
that, back in April, we didn't have any structuring for security. It was just join security and we'll put you at a rank. He went out of his way to make companies, squads, um,
And
time zone squads.
yeah, make it region based. And that really drove me to be like, holy shit, what?
Because again, the majority of your player base is Class D and security. Security is a Class D's first impression. Because once they walk out that cell, they're gonna look at security. Security is gonna be their first impression of what this group is like. And my security, I want them to look the best.
That's good. That's good. Now what about
But you've been
now?
awfully quiet.
Now,
Hold
Glitch,
on.
I gotta
Yeah.
I gotta ask you a question. What about your internal stuff like security and all that? What are your plans there?
So I do not have an ISD or an IA because I'm smart with my choices. Um, with my security,
It's a
right?
debatable topic.
Shut up, Ferd. Um, so with my security, let's start off with SD, right? My security is named Department of Site Security. Funny DSS, like Ferd. Um, their command, I mean, they're pretty active right now. Props to them. They're doing their shit. They're hosting cadet phases, getting shit over with, game nights, doing anything they can to make it active. The mobile task force, they're also being active and shit. Like fucking Viper, he's dead ass dedicated with his command. The structure, he wants to make everything realistic as it could be, like with Beta 7, how it's like misused. He wants to like incorporate CBR and all that stuff.
Ooh,
Um
smart.
Medical department, it's debatable topic. Everybody in it is legit female. I cannot lie about that.
Yeah,
If they're female.
that's
Dude, that is a medical department stereotype.
Um I'm
unfortunately.
not trying to be that guy, but it is true. Like all the command, they're female,
No,
right?
don't
Um
don't be apologetic about it. That's mostly what people have seen in the genre, like to an
and
extent.
then with um with a change in like typical SCPFs, you could see like combat medics, right? But I decided to rename that to trauma team and
Uh,
incorporate battle ready medics, like first responders when you're injured on site, so they can come to you when like you're injured, they can heal you and defend you, just in case if you're like if someone's attacking you while you're injured, they can go ahead and shoot their bandage bazookas or whatever and defend you while you're down and then heal you up. Um and my administration is like Ferd said, very good. We had back in, let's see, back in Mayish, we had Grider running our administration, but he stepped down, and now we have 051 taking care of it, and it's going pretty good. Like you could say we're ready. for launch when launch does come around. And we're
Alright.
taking our
Serve
time with things
SCPFs all at the same
because
time. Yeah.
there is no rush, right? There is no rush in things. We're taking our time. We want everything to be, you could say, perfect, but like I said, nothing is perfect. There's always bugs. But in the end, we gotta take things slow if we want a successful project and a successful launch, and that's the truth.
Okay. That's fair. Like, what's really good is just you know you have stuff set up and you're confident in that. That's the number one thing that people need to just get across in their heads when it's like, okay, I'm looking at an SCPF that's being in development right now. What do they have right now? Nothing? Okay. I'll just keep this on the back end. I won't try anything. I won't bother looking at the Discord until stuff is available. That's usually the course people will go. They want to be in something. They don't want to look at something. Unless they're like that type of person, but
A couple of things I want to ask you, Ferd. Why? Because Artemis obviously isn't out yet, to my knowledge. So, but with
Yeah.
being MTF and SD tryout, is that down to you doing that, or is that something that Command themselves decided on? Because from my
Command
perspective, it seems kind of
themselves.
weird.
So I wasn't there for the last MTF tryout, unfortunately. I heard a lot of good things about it. They rallied about 80 people, 80 attendees for that tryout. And that's pretty damn good for like a group that's not launched yet.
Oh yeah.
They're really competitive with OTS. They take that shit seriously. Um, and with every raid they've gone to, um, shout out to THI, and they've won every raid. They're really competitive with our GOIs that we're allied with. Um,
God bless
SD,
Isaac.
we're getting those people in. Yeah, God bless Isaac. We're for SD, we're getting those people in because we want to build up our combative presence once we launch the game. We also want to balance that out with like civic departments, and we want to obviously have them be neck and neck with how the activity is going to be like. So yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, there you go.
all
It's Oh, sorry, Mario.
nah, sorry, I'm
Oh,
looking at
I was okay.
I'm looking at some weird DMs right now. Oh boy, sorry.
Alright, well,
Oh.
while Fuego does his shit, another question for you again, for how big is Artemis actually going to be? Like, not in scale terms,
Like
like site
like
terms.
how big
How
the site's
big?
going to be.
Yeah.
Um, we want to keep it relatively medium at first. We don't want to like give too much content out on
Mhm.
launch because, if we give out too much content on launch, then later down the line, we're not going to have any more ideas to add. So you just want to lay down candy like in a trail for people to like pick up. You don't want to give them the entire bag, right?
Yeah.
So Artemis is going to be relatively medium size once it launches. Then as we go on throughout the year, then um, then we're going to obviously add more stuff.
Mhm.
And now with Codex, I believe at launch, gonna be roughly medium as well. Originally, I was 4 islands on launch, but
Mhm.
I feel like one island in an underground facility would like be perfect for launch day as content, and then like over time, like by weeks, we release game ready content that's all was already made for months now, and it's like gonna be easier to release the content that way instead of focusing on building it right away or scripting it right away. We already have the assets ready for the updates and stuff, so it would be fast, and the community would be happy because frequent updates would constantly push out in Codex, and
Mhm.
it would give players basically more shit to do, more experience, greater thing, that stuff.
So
And
Yeah.
community wise, for Codex, I believe by launch, I'd say the Discord or group would probably get to 1K. nothing too big, just 1K solid. And let's say on launch day, I'd expect like 20 to 40 people online playing Codex. That's pretty reasonable instead of me saying, oh, 200, 100. Because and in the end, you never know how many people are gonna participate. Have to wait and see.
That is true. Many groups that are like just open, they're like, yeah, we're only expecting like 30 people, 40 people. And literally in like 2 weeks' time, they get like 100 players. Then they get 100 members. They're like, wow, okay. And then 200, then 500 members. Okay. And it grows over time, like heavily,
Yeah.
especially when the game's successful, because the more success, the more people in the genre are going to be like, hey, found this cool group. Guys, you should join. They're like, oh, all right. And then boom,
Yeah.
Yeah.
spreads. Because there's a lot of
Like
friend communities in the genre. I love that.
off topic, but V3's FNAF game, whenever it launched this October, it reached like 16,000 to like 20,000 players on launch, and it was pretty insane because it was just a FNAF game that took like I think a year to release. Props
It's
to
really
that
well
guy.
made.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I
And it
hang
looks
on
really
a
cool.
second. Ugh. V3, I
Get that.
do remember beating in Phoenix for a little bit. Then he's just been hopping around the genre and everywhere else. It seems like
Yeah, I think he bought Arc 32, so he's like the new administrator.
wait,
Oh,
the original. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I've had to deal with some stuff about that in development because reasons. Oh boy.
yeah, Nikolai is
It's
composed
beans.
entirely of assets from
Eh.
Arc 32 now.
no, well, yeah, yes and no. And we are changing some assets up to be custom, like the Arc 32 assets you see like in here, for example. They're probably going to not exist because we're making new ones, hopefully. Because that saves a
Oh.
lot of time of DMCA and all that. Ugh.
Yeah,
Fuego, I have a
DLCAs really
question.
suck.
Go ahead.
So what's the deal with Poseidon? Like, what do you have plans for
I don't,
Poseidon?
I'm not really focusing on Poseidon because I can't focus on two SCPFs. I have to focus one, which is Nikolai. Poseidon is owned by Xyland, and Xyland has a specific direction that I trust him entirely with.
Oh, okay.
But the direction Poseidon that we have is pretty much the same as Nikolai. We want to have gameplay matter and actual worthwhile SCPs. When it comes to looks, it's pretty brutalist, as you can see. Like we have in every SCPF, it comes to this sort of focus of what they want to focus on. And for me, it's gameplay, replayability, SCP integration, like base level stuff that you would look in depth about, not like look at and see fancy details. You know, you get what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's debatable.
It is. And I'm not saying like, oh, my way is 100% the best way. No. If I thought like that, I'd be laughed out of the genre. Not just what I want to go with.
Laughed at by who?
So many people have opinions about the genre that they go to major extents of like, yo, we're gonna dox you because you don't agree. Like look at the whole debate about ISD and IA. Yeah,
Oh, God.
that
Oh, no.
people think their opinion is king, and that everyone else's is trash. That's what
Right.
I've just seen time and time again, and it gets really. Ugh.
Mm.
I
Here's
understand having confidence in what you believe. Props to you, but the moment you start pushing it onto others, forcing it like, "Hey, this is how you do it," because I was that way. Like, this is how you make an SCPF when you have to take the jump yourself. You won't know unless you try.
right. There's two things when it comes to me not having like ISD and I. So first, I thought of like when people like join ISD or IA, people just become like power hungry and they start like abusing. And that's when my paranoid side comes to play. And me thinking, oh, if I have this in the future, someone's just gonna end up like taking a fat shit on in my group and like becoming power hungry and start AAing and stuff because of ISD or IA. So I decided to cut all ties with that and just focus on ethics and in the internal tribune department, basically having like a whole court system for trials.
Yeah,
Um, yeah,
it's
that's just like
and
I just feel like it's not needed with my project. And when other people hear that, they're like, "OMG, Codex has no security. We're gonna infiltrate. We're gonna deploy our people, getting information." Like that's just stupid, in my opinion. Like, why do you want to
yeah,
focus on other people? You can just focus on yourself or the project that you belong to. You don't need to spy on other people. That's just like, yeah,
and
I don't like people who like get deployed in like other SCPFs just to like get knowledge, steal ideas. No,
it's to the point where I feel the genre just needs to be taking not take ideas, but in the sense be inspired by those ideas, maybe adapt them how as per expected or change it up. Like, I understand that. But I think ISD and IA just changed over time for what they were originally supposed to be. For example, RRT was just supposed to be for creepy sins, and it was supposed to be combat content. That's it. It wasn't supposed to be anything crazy. It was just supposed to be another division, but people took it to another extended level. And that's the same when it came to IA and ISD. It was just supposed to have a basic purpose, be helpful, but then it got mixed over time.
yep, I definitely agree. I turned into some basic shit show of like intelligent people who want to spy and like take down people's internets, and ISD is just like, I'm not gonna say the same. ISD is not served for like doxing or DDoSing or whatever. ISD is just like to like build up records and like spy on
Keep
other individuals, I guess you
keep
could say.
every person on file basically, which
Yeah.
to your own credit, you can do whatever you want with that, but it just doesn't seem like a good thing to have. It's like
I hope Ferd doesn't get mad because he does have an intelligence.
oh, do you?
I do
Oh,
have an intelligence, yeah.
Sorry,
Uh,
that's
My
just
well,
intelligence,
we're keeping it civil.
my yeah, my it's nothing. My intelligence is a sleeper agent. We don't do anything until something is done to us, basically. So there's some bad apples out there. Some people, they got bad intel. They go infiltrate groups, right?
Mhm.
My DNI, they don't do that. They only wait until something happens to us, then they do something about it.
They're
It's
more
more like defensive, right? They're more defensive. They they only the only thing they really do is just gather information. They gather information for both me and Zolzwell for us to know what's going on. So we're like, we know what's going on. If you look in my SCP Discord, we have a blacklists channel, and the majority of that was collected by DNI and put on there. There's a lot of bad people in the genre, and we want to make it known to the genre if there's people in our Discord that, hey, there's some bad people out there. We don't give a fuck what you do about them, but this is they just so you know, these guys are bad people.
that's what Pathos is doing as well, which
the
I
new papers.
yeah, new pathos. Oh, it's just
I don't know.
all it's just all around like the whole intel and blacklist. It's not bad. I understand making the genre safe, but at the same time, it comes to question in some people's
I
mind of why are we at this point? You know?
I don't I do not condone group blacklists because why should you get dictated whether or not you should be in this group or that group? Group blacklists are stupid,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
I
you guys can
got it.
agree with that.
Oh, yeah. I gotta tell you a little tale here. So there's this dude. I think Vic knows what I'm talking about. There was this.
Oh, god, is it that guy?
Yeah, that guy. So there's this in ARC for 7A, I look in their Discord, some guys like, yo, I joined this SCPF and they kicked me out because I'm in ARC. And I'm like, okay, not too surprised. And they're like, you're also in Creepy Sins and this. And I'm like, hold on. I may hate Creepy Sins the same way, but you're blacklisting 2 groups for your group. And I go and look, it's a botted group. Just one owner and all Class Ds. And he's like, yeah, I purged the group recently, so I have to make sure that people aren't corrupt or here to cause trouble. So I'm blacklisting every group. And I'm like, what the hell? He's like, yeah, you should only be loyal to my SCPF because that shows you're dedicated. I'm like, oh,
Oh,
brother.
that is a W mindset.
W mindset. I was there just sitting. Like, I literally was just at. I'm just at my work, just looking at this. I'm like, he just starts DMing me these questions of how did you find this? And I'm like, ARC for 7A. He's like, okay. And I asked him a question like, why are you just limiting it to one group and yours? He's like, because that shows dedication. I'm like, oh, brother, this guy. You can tell he has a very closed mindset, but there's a point where I'm like I literally ask him a question. He's like, you have too many groups. You wouldn't be worth my time. And then he blocks me. I'm like, wow.
Wow.
The fuck?
Where's this group now?
But it goes into my mind afterwards. I'm like, what caused this to have someone walk out an entire group and now blacklist every single group in the genre because of mistrust? That's paranoia.
Who is this individual?
I forgot his fucking name. I don't want to say his name because that gives him attention.
No, don't say his name. At least, is this project still like up?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it still is. But I don't have the username anymore. Even then, yeah, it's somewhere in there. But at the same time, it's just that is the point we're at in the genre, unironically, because you may laugh at it, but it's like, man, it's kind of sad, bro, that we can't even trust people coming into the genre randomly.
Yeah, people seek out conflict in this genre. They want to, have attention. They want to get attention. It's just all it is. They want to seek conflict out with other people.
Yeah, and that's why I want to talk to you guys more, because I don't want to get to a point where Nikolai releases, Artemis releases, and ARF releases, and it's like owners never talk to each other. Nah, I want to at least have a conversation or two, like casually be cool with each other, not just be thinking, oh man, what we could do to outdo this game. Bro, there are so many people in this genre, like it doesn't matter. You know what I mean?
When you think about,
I can see why, because competition is natural. It's natural in every person.
Yeah.
You always have that need to one up someone. You cannot deny that. You'll always have that need to.
That's true. It's just I just don't want issue to a major degree. Like that's what bothers me.
I was saying, whenever I think of people who have the administrator rank, I feel like they're like some mysterious user who never talks to their community. But when it comes to just like me, I feel like almost like every day, I at least have like a genuine conversation with my community at some point, just to like get to know them better, and like build up relationships with my community, that type of stuff.
Yeah.
Even in VCs.
Yeah. I don't have my nickname as the administrator. People call me Ferd, of course, but I don't have my username as the administrator in my Discord. Not anymore, at least.
I don't do that as well. I'm just Fuego, bro. I'm just vibing. Call me whatever. Site director, Glitch. Fuego. Like,
and I'm just Glitch.
I don't get the people that just go off of the consensus like yes, every member should bow down to. No, you're about the same as them. You just own something. That's it.
That's right. We're
It's
just like
I
regular
think-
human beings who touch grass. Actually, that's debatable, but
okay. True.
yeah. See,
God.
Fuego over here does not touch grass. Every
Yep.
day he plays Tarkov.
Yep. I
Um,
play Tarkov, talk to my devs, and drink
Yep.
Fanta. Yep.
Exactly.
And
Ah.
Ferd over here is a football junkie or something. I don't know what's going on there.
No
Ferd the
Victors,
slick
no
back
Victors.
Asian who wears a tuxedo.
That's
God.
true. I love my suits. I got a
Mm.
custom one. Tailored
Yeah, and it says
specifically to
Ferd.
me.
It says Ferd on the little like shoulder.
Like for your Roblox avatar.
Oh, talking
Oh.
about IRL, he got it stitched. It literally just
No
says Ferd.
way. Bullshit.
That is bullshit. You're correct.
Okay, I was about to be like, huh. I could tell that one because I'm like, there ain't no
Yeah.
way you went to that extent, bro.
Now here's a question I want to ask Ferd. Personally, what do you get from
Yeah.
Panda Express?
I don't eat Panda Express.
That's cap. We all know you have Panda Express.
I hate Panda Express.
Oh, bro, for me, orange chicken's a W.
You're disgusting.
Okay. I'm gonna cry now. Hold on.
God,
All right.
poor guy.
For real.
You went muted.
Now,
No,
or something.
I think 2023 is going to be a massive year. I think I've already said it before. 2023 for this genre is going to make or break it.
what the fuck? I was like, who joined the
What was that?
call? But I think that was like glitch or something. Oh,
Yeah,
that's
it was
gonna
glitch.
be weird to put on the audio, but all right.
Oh,
Alright.
Jesus.
Yo,
No.
Fuego, you wanna know what SCP I'm gonna add next?
What?
Hi.
Oh my god.
I swear, okay, glitch. Stop! No, no
sorry, I'm
soundboard.
sorry, I'm
No
sorry.
soundboard. No, I couldn't make that
I'm
roll.
sorry.
I would have debatable. Hey, but 2023 people, where are we thinking here? What are we thinking 2023 gonna bring?
I
to the
wanna
table.
get a car, right? I wanna get like a Super Mark V in 2023 on my birthday.
All right.
I wanna hopefully release a game in 2023. Try to see if my job will keep me permanent, which will be a massive W. Because right now I'm on like a holiday program, you could say. And yeah, that's my goal for right now. I want to
Dude, I
better
still gotta
myself
get my
as well.
fucking license.
Huh?
I still
Oh, you a
I still
lazy
gotta get my
piece
fuck.
of shit. I have my license
Dude.
and I can drive.
I'm not lazy. It's just to get the spot.
Study.
I did study.
No, you didn't.
All
I've
right.
been playing
Mhm.
Overwatch every day.
Okay. So driving. My advice: if your state is like notorious for having a bad DMV or some shit, don't go to the DMV. Go to a third party DMV and take the quiz there.
Exactly.
Honestly, that's what I
I'm
did.
taking the quiz at the Secretary of State office.
Okay, that works. As
And
long
if
as
you
Mine is
drive,
like my house.
and if you drive, the people who drive, go 10 over the speed limit.
don't say that to people in California, bruh. They will not be happy.
Yeah, I almost got arrested for looking at my phone. I'm not
Ugh.
Serves
joking.
you right.
I was gonna switch my music to some Andrew Tate remix, and I got pulled over. Yeah, while I
Man.
was on the call with my mom, it was sad. It was a female officer,
Ugh.
Why'd
and
you
this was
cry like that?
and this was Christmas Eve.
Oh my
No,
God.
you're bullshitting again.
I'm not bullshitting. I swear to God.
No, on
Guys, this guy's
Christmas
talking out of his
Eve.
ass.
On Christmas Eve, I got pulled over.
God.
Yeah, I didn't get a ticket
Yo.
though. God bless that female officer. I did not get a ticket.
All right.
No glitch.
Yeah.
I see Overwatch logo behind you.
Hello?
Huh?
Hello?
Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
Is he back yet? Hello?
he's gone. He's gone. He's not coming
Why are you
back.
knocking on my door, Ferd? Fuck you!
For
Fuck you!
Glitch is not getting it. I'm
Oh.
looking behind him in game, and I kind of see it.
Hello? Hello?
You
Hello?
fucking God.
I'm back. Somebody knocked on my door. Holy shit. They scared the shit out of me. Oh my god.
Who knocked at your door,
Oh, they're
bruh?
still knocking!
Oh my fucking God.
I have no clue what's going on with these two people. I'm be real.
These
Yeah,
two
right.
people.
Oh,
Oh, first. Oh,
I don't even know what's going on right now.
I don't know either, bro.
Okay,
You
okay,
good?
I'm back.
Okay, let's go on to a topic.
Yeah,
Okay.
some fat guy decided to trespass on my lawn.
You sh-
Oh,
I am not gonna question. Glitch, I put you in the same realm as Isaac. You're cool, but random shit
Chaotic.
happens. Yeah.
who's Isaac?
THI owner.
I don't know who. Wait.
The
I do
little,
know who
the
that is.
little fucking gremlin. You
The
don't know that guy?
gremlin kid.
Oh, THI, the orange guys. Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
that
yeah,
guy.
they're cool.
Yeah.
I like Oreo too. Oreo, fucking promos, GUI. That's pretty
Mm.
Isaac, if you're watching, I hate you.
I'm debating getting Isaac onto the podcast. Honestly,
cool. Oh, you should get like 2 GUI owners and like have them talk it out.
oh my God.
I don't. If you say Rhaenyra's CI, then no, that would
No,
not work.
no, let's do Artemis and
Dude.
Rhaenyra's CI.
Dude, that's not gonna end well.
That is not going to end well. I already know, and I
No,
have
let's do Artemis's MTF director.
I
and
have to work
Rhaenyra's.
with Rhaenyra's CI still for now. But I don't want. I'm just over here like, why is there so many people? Just the GOI space is already limited enough, and you already have GOIs that are like, yo, hate this GOI, bro. There's only 3 of you left. Why are you fighting?
On God. And I want to get like a good Chaos Insurgency. I don't want to do Rhaenyra's because you know
Reals.
Ferd's gonna say no, and plus Rhaenyra's. I don't know anything about him.
It's
But
your group, bro. It's your
no,
group.
Yeah.
shh. I need okay. I want a good Chaos Insurgency. Do you have any recommendations other than Rhaenyra's?
Make your own. I'm making my own GOIs. I'm doing a pretty good thing right now with Church of the Broken God.
Yeah.
I'm doing pretty well.
I think that's
So-
what
And
most people are doing.
NATO.
Now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Don't
NATO.
forget NATO. Yes.
Well, sad to see that DEA is going extinct.
What do you mean,
EEA.
sad to say?
Because
He is always
Internal
been kind of
Affairs.
redundant.
DEA's had potential. I feel it had a lot of potential, like organizing raids, being able to be like, hey, we can set this up for security or
Their-
something, or, you
Their
know.
job becomes obsolete when these things can be easily communicated between combative leaders instead of diplomatic leaders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With MTF leaders, they can just go to CI or any of these GUIs and say, "Hey, can we go raid you guys?" Blah blah blah. There's no bureaucracy when it comes to raids. It's just, "Hey, do you want to raid? Yes or no?" And they'll respond. You don't need to go through another person. That person has to go through the raid guy, and that raid guy has to go through the leader, right?
Yeah.
It's just
What
unneeded
happens?
bureaucracy.
And what happens if there's like a let's say a mini clash between them, like argument, and they start like, you know,
There would
And
need a.
then maybe you need to reconsider your relations with that group of interest if there's arguments happening.
okay.
That's fair.
Yeah.
What I
Weirdly
would have
enough,
said, what if DA did exist and their job was to like break up arguments or some shit? But I guess you're right. Yeah.
But yeah, it just seems like DEAs have just been the groups that are just diplomats, a two-way street, and genre collectors, if you get what I mean.
You're not wrong. I
Like-
mean, fucking hell,
Genre
look at the old
collectors.
DEA groups. Count how many SCP groups are allied to the old DEA groups, you know?
Yep. Look at like Delta previously, I believe, had like 8 allied SCPFs,
I think
multiple even.
Who?
I think it's Creepy Sins that still
uh,
does.
site Delta. Oh God, yeses.
Oh, Goddies? Oh.
Yeah. Like
See,
Uh,
I don't get SCPF alliances. Like, it just doesn't make sense to me.
I feel in the same boat. I understand for like scientific or non-combative purposes, but when it gets to the point of like, yeah, let's ally, and you don't do anything, it's like, what's the point?
Honestly,
Right.
from what I've collected and from experience, it's just mainly people who want to like get their shit advertised and get members. Like that's like the whole point
Yeah.
of like building relations with other SCPFs, you could say.
Yeah.
But there's also a good side. It's to build a better relationship with the other administrator, host events. Just provide something fun for the community. There's like always negative and positive sides to just like a relation.
True.
Right.
Like for example, fucking, I don't know. Man, I can't bring an
I can't think
example.
of any.
I'm a blank right now. Damn.
So yeah, see, I'm largely against this like alliance of the SCP groups because it if you're alliance with this SCPF group, it's bound to happen that they're going to go to you and say, "Hey, we group blacklisted these guys. Can you guys also blacklist these guys?" And then so on and so forth. It becomes like a network of this group tells these other networks of groups to blacklist this one person or this one group that they don't like.
Yeah.
And this has happened in the past before with like large groups like Creepy Sins, any group, right? This has happened before, and thank God it got washed out. But it was scary how, say, for example, this one group could just like blacklist this one group and tell everyone to blacklist that one group just because they don't like them, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's why Artemis is largely isolationist from the rest of the genre. We only take in relations from groups of interests. We don't do relations with other SCPF groups. Not we sometimes we might do raids with SCPF groups like scrims or raids or whatever, but we're
That would,
not going to alliance with
that
them.
would be per conversation between HRs or maybe the two owners. Like, hey, let's get our combatives to set something up or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
That's. I just feel
D-
when it comes to genre owners, I think it was just the kind of basis of, okay, we have to make this Discord, and it's like, no, just DM or group
Yeah.
chat, or maybe a private Discord. That's it. You don't need to
That's
go.
what
For
our
example,
relations is.
There's been plenty of like SCPF universe shit, you know, where you bring all the administrators together and then jack shit happens.
Yep. Oh my God,
Or-
the verses. Those Discords suck.
Zednov.
Oh, okay. Oh man, that guy is a little mystery, but we're not going to talk about him. I don't care
That's
about him
fair.
right now.
That's fair. Believe me, there have been points where we brought up names and it's like, oh, don't want to talk about that. It's just a headache on everyone.
Yup. And
Yeah.
that's
I think
that's why I want to do.
SCP.
This is why I kind of want to do a podcast like this a good majority of the time, because it's to the point where I don't want to push myself out there with a DEA, nor do I want to push myself singularly being like a figurehead. I just want to be a dude, bringing people to be civil in a discussion. And Glitch is leaving. All right, rip. Bye, Glitch. Bye.
No, I'm
Walking
taking a
away,
jog. I'm doing my PE class right now.
he's doing his lap.
But
No, I didn't leave. No, I'm running around doing laps.
yeah, but y'all get what I mean, though, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm
People
just.
are
Glitch
just
Donna.
All right, I'm done. I am sweating. We're good. I lost 2 pounds
Nice.
today.
Nice.
Anyways,
Well, in conclusion, D is redundant and isn't needed. There we go.
Yeah.
What else
Yeah.
is there? Like, what else interesting topics are there?
There's the SCPF wiki, like not the SCP wiki, the SCP genre Roblox group wiki that's being made.
Wait, what? That's a
What?
thing?
There's a wiki.
Yeah, people are making a wiki that documents every like semi-major SCP group on Roblox.
Oh, please tell me what this
But-
wiki is. I
yeah,
need to know.
please.
I don't much about it. I just know that we got pinged about it in ARC and got told, hey, does somebody want to write for it? And I was like, meh.
Oh, I might
I
remember it.
I don't know. I don't know how serious it is. I just know that it's a thing.
SCPF Foundation Wiki.
Good luck trying to find it.
Project SCP.
It
Yeah.
Is it called Project SCP? Like,
No.
I've no idea. I genuinely have no idea what it's called. I just know that it's a thing that's happening.
Bro, these people are very interesting with coming up random shit.
I mean, there used to be a wiki solely for Phoenix. It worked. Then Phoenix died.
There's a wiki for Delta as well.
Now that I'm not surprised. That game has been around for years. Oof.
Oh god, yeah. It's not the oldest actually no, it probably is the oldest lasting at CPF I can think of. Because I think it was before L-Tox and
L-Torx.
Creepies. Oh, no, L-Tox was before that, wasn't it?
Yeah, L-Torx is old. It still has that old look. I saw. I was in a VC with some friends, and one of them was playing L-Turks. Oh my god! It still looks like it's 2016. Let's go, man.
nostalgic.
Yeah.
We brought up like sorry for interrupting you before I go, but
All good.
we brought up like major SCP owners. What do you guys think about Bearded or Revtic or fucking Period or Metably? What about those people?
Period's out of the genre. That's just a whole fact.
Where's
If he's
the,
still
wiki
here,
page, by the way.
but if he's still in the genre, he needs to leave because it's not good. Like, come on, people.
People just can't seem to leave. You can try and leave, but you always seem to come back. That's just the
Yeah.
genre this is.
Yeah. Bearded. I'm not saying I'm against. I'm not saying I'm for, but he's making some interesting decisions over there. Like, despite the obvious, buying administrator misters, yeah, he's doing something interesting over there, and I don't know what. I haven't been able to focus on it because I've been busy with other shit, but it's not going as bad as people may think, from what I've heard, which is very surprising. So in due time, we'll see what happens, and
What
the
they
other
got
people.
going on development wise is interesting. Sorry for interrupting you, but
Yeah,
it's
that's all
really
good.
interesting.
Like, it's so weird because people are like, "Oh yeah, it's gonna go horrible. Everyone's gonna leave the group in like a week." No, he's still there. He must be doing something.
I heard people were worried because Baited, like the last time Baited bought an SCPF, he just bought it and didn't do shit with it, if memory serves. I might be wrong with that. But like, he just bought the group and then basically cashed it out as soon as he could.
Fun fact, actually. I don't know if I'm allowed to say it, but I'm just gonna say it anyways. Back in April, Bearded actually tried buying Artemis off my hands because I'm not gonna show any DMs obviously, but he did try. He did approach me and said, "Hey, would you be interested in selling Artemis?" And I said, I told him, with the time I've spent, honestly, no. But you know, me and him are still friends. Me and him talk. We know each other.
And just like that acquaintance saying like, "Hey, I'm aware of you," blah, the usual. Not against, not for, just like acquaintance.
Even before he
I
bought
exist,
Itamars, I did GFX for him when he ran his USM 1960s group and other ragtag groups he'd buy.
Yeah. At least he's not like Viking Law invading the genre. Oh boy, that would make news headlines for days if that was the case.
Viking Law is a really chill dude. I was just talking with him today. He's
Really?
really chill. He does. Yeah, I work for him.
What?
I'm a
Oh,
developer
now
for
I
him.
feel bad. Damn.
What? How do you think I'm funding Artemis?
Job?
I don't have a job. I'm unemployed for now. I
What?
actually get hired by a business next month for like
Okay.
a management position.
Okay, that's good. I was like, you can't. What the? Like, there's so many owners out here that are like, oh yeah, I'm just doing this for fun. It's like they don't have a job. It's like, you need like some form of income a bit for it.
Right.
So,
Like relying off the game itself to make funds, not gonna work out. Not gonna work out immediately, unless you're really.
It might work out for some people
Yeah, like
if you're not doing an SCP group. But if you're like doing like an actual game, like a simulator game, this and that, then you might have a chance of succeeding. But with an SCP game, you're expecting profits that it's not going to
it's
work.
not gonna happen unless you're like at a big point.
Right.
Even then, you ain't gonna have enough for yourself.
The genre of the riches. The people who have the big banks get the privilege of making a group
I
in
make
the SCP genre.
I make some bank and enough to pay college, do this and other.
Before I go, I have a question.
Yeah.
Now, if you're comfortable with answering this, what's like the largest amount you've ever spent on a dev came to USD?
Actually, not really. The biggest would be what I'm paying right now for pretty much I pay my devs on a bi-weekly basis. Like for example, they get paid the 4th, then wait a week, then week after would be the 18th, right? Like 14 days
Yeah.
apart about. I'm paying about $75 per dev, which is honestly not that bad because I know I can't afford it. So 75 is the most I spend.
Right.
And
Per system or the dev in general?
dev in general per
okay.
dev, which is pretty good, pretty decent. It's not too low, it's not too high. It fits what I'm going with. And so 75 is the most I've paid, to say the least.
The most I've ever paid, well, I'm going to pay, is for my gun system, and we're not going to talk about how much it is.
Oh
It's
my god. I will say something about a developer I've paid. I'm not gonna name any names. He's me and him reconciled. We're good now. But it's a pretty cool story to bring up. When I ran my UNSC group, I had no scripters. I was terrible at budgeting money. And the scripter came along, right? And he'd do these miracles, then he'd go offline for like 2 weeks. And I'd have to bribe him back with money. I'd have to buy him food because he'd said, "Hey, Ferd, can you buy me a Grubhub?" And I'd give in. A total in the over several months, the total came out to be 1,200 USD, 1,200 USD on one developer spending money on food. 1,200, and it was poor choice in hiring that person. But me and him reconciled. We're cool now, so no big deal. Even though it was $1,200.
Yeah, it gets to the point where you start questioning your head: is it worth it? Is it worth paying this person that much amount? Because you'll reach that point, like regardless. But then you have to come back to, okay, am I having fun in this, and do I know that this is going to be worth it for me, like as not only like an owner but as a person? Will I have fun with this? Will I bring something to the genre? Like, you can't just be doing it to make money. You have to do it with a passion, otherwise you'll just find yourself as a slump of, why am I paying this? I should be paying for this, yada yada. Like,
Passion project needs to have that owner involved development. If you're just sitting back in your chair and just telling people, "Hey, go do this and that," but you're not picking up and like any like skills, like any like talent, like you're not picking up building, you're not picking this and that, it's not really a passion project. It's more or less just a business at that point. Because passion projects, you actually care about that group, right? So it's just not you sitting behind like a chair and telling paying people and telling them to go do this and that, reminding them every so often. You actually have to get involved with that system.
That is
True. Huh, that is true. Sorry, I was just looking at something.
Yeah. Hold on for a second.
Anything you want to bring up, Vic?
Not I can think. Oh no.
All right. I think we're at a good
I think-
concluding point, actually. Oh, yeah, we are. Wow.
Huh.
Time flies. Nice. Is there
Yeah,
anything
it's
else you
4
guys
a.m.
want to talk about before we cut out? Or
yeah.
No, not
Like,
really.
what
Oh,
the fuck
well,
just happened?
oh, God.
Did
Ferd
Ferd
Mr.
just
is
pass away?
dead.
Oh, no.
I was just changing avatars.
Oh my
Oh.
Hi,
god.
Glitch, you can talk. You can talk. You can
Alright.
Oh, hey.
My final concluding point is that I'm really shocked that the homie, the top G, finally got arrested today.
Oh, my God. The
My
top
homie
G.
from Romania, the king
got
of all
arrested?
gyps,
Oh, my God. All
has
right.
got raided and
All
arrested.
right. We're concluding the podcast here, folks. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you next time. Take care. And carry on.